We live? I think we're live.
I was hoping to be a little bit more graceful than that, but for one time we go live and I go live.
It's kind of you're out of it. Come on over here, honey. I guess we can just move the camera, can't we? We don't have to move ourselves,
yeah.
do we?
Yeah.
There we go. Looks kind of dark for me.
It's the computer screen.
Okay. So, good morning.
Good morning.
We are outside today, but for me it's a little chilly. That's why I got this behind me in case I need to throw it around me, because even in the house in the summer, I have a blanket over me most of the time. I'm a very cold person. Not cold-hearted, just cold.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the bell.
It's not very loud.
No. I must have turned it down.
Hello, Butler Family Farm.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, don't say these bugs are going to be out here. We are, this year we have so many of those, what are they called, stinks?
They look like a little bee, tiny bee about that big.
Yeah, they're
I don't think they're a sweat bee.
sweat bee.
I think sweat bees are smaller than that.
No. Maybe they're full grown.
I don't know. They're bad this year. There are a whole bunch of them. Yeah.
Chai tea?
That screen is dark, isn't it?
Yeah. Can you put this on so I can see comments, because I can't see them down there?
Here, let me make the screen lighter.
Okay. Our day for us has Randy going to the dentist at 3 o'clock to get a tooth pulled. Spent a lot of money on it, getting it taken care of, root canal and everything, and now it's bad, so it's the whole thing's coming out.
Yep.
Out it comes.
It's coming out.
Yep. And then I went to the dentist. I got to go back next month to get some kind of extra cleaning or something, because my gums, what's wrong with my gums? It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Something. But anyways, we've had some videos on. I hope you watched them. They are my little granddaughter's on there. You can't comment on it though, but she says
You can now.
Oh, can you?
I opened the comments.
Oh yeah, she's a silly one. She's 9 years old. We also have a canoeing one on there. This is between this channel and RV Adventures with Randy and Tina.
Yeah.
Both. We went canoeing. He put on one when we went to Cloud 9 in Kentucky while we was in West Virginia.
Yeah.
But
where we go to in West Virginia, it's right on. It's not too far from the Kentucky border. So if you go do anything, you got to go over into Kentucky, or you can go over to Logan, West Virginia, but sometimes you can go over to Kentucky if you want to try something different. And we went to Cloud 9 restaurant.
It was good.
It was real good.
Yeah. Friendly.
Cold green beans, but it was good.
Oh yeah, I think the only thing is I think they opened up a can of green beans, gave us some, I forgot to warm them up. They were just bland green beans.
Was pretty good.
But yeah. So Butler family, you guys are getting ready to cut hay this morning, huh?
Woo! That sounds like hard work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Got to get all that stuff ready for the fall.
Mm-hmm.
my thing for today is being blessed. If you watched my channel last Thursday, there was a throwback Thursday of the people in my family, the older people in my family, and the generations we have and stuff. So I was thinking we'd call this one Being Blessed, because we are blessed to have between us five kids that are healthy and born healthy or whatever, and they're still healthy. No things wrong with them, but everybody has that. And then we have 15. No, I'm talking about like my daughter has fibromyalgia, but she's living with it. She's working full time, and she, yeah, it's bad, but healthy, Yeah. So, anyways, and we have 15 grandchildren between us that are healthy, and one great grandchild. And they're all healthy and getting there.
I just seen a squirrel jump from one tree to another, and it was a pretty far jump. That's pretty wild.
At least it's not on the ground saying, "Hit me if you can, so I can get you a wreck." Call you a wreck.
Geico.
Geico.
That wasn't Geico. Was that a squirrel?
Yeah, but they do have the little one thing, the Geico, the Deco or whatever.
Gecko.
Deco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, anyways, being blessed, Randy and I both still have our parents alive. No grandparents.
No, they've been gone for a long time.
All of our parents are in their 80s. My mom's still a feisty old lady. Yeah, she is. But going back to serious stuff. On the news, it's just so sad. Every day, something bad is happening. We turned on the news this morning, and sure enough, breaking news, there was a shooting last night. I don't know what they're going to have. They're going to have to do something.
But on the brighter side, our tomatoes are red.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, I don't like. I mean, we can get on here and talk about that stuff, but
yeah,
ain't nothing we can say about it.
Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, like Randy was saying, we have 3 tomato plants that we planted this year, and then we had some over here. We put these over here so the lady next door can come out her back and pick a tomato if she wants one. Plus, she took a lot of the little ones to can. So over here we had 3 last year, and we didn't do anything to them, and they came up and they're growing like crazy, and we get
little cherry
bunches
tomatoes.
and bunches of cherry tomatoes.
Yeah. They just come up by themselves.
So we've been getting cherry tomatoes for a month now, maybe.
Oh,
no
over
longer.
Here, these over here came up real quick. Yeah, we get cherry tomatoes fast, but for some reason, our regular tomatoes, like our beefsteak tomatoes, I mean, they started turning red about 3 weeks ago, maybe.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, and it's only like been like 1 or 2.
Yeah, we're not getting.
I mean, we got a bunch of green ones, but
yeah, there's a lot over there.
I mean, I don't know what we can do to get tomatoes earlier in the year. Maybe it's just the type of tomato.
Well, I think if you start them out in your house, maybe, and
yeah,
light.
So you got to start them out in January. Because we put those out as soon as you were allowed to. Well, by the almanac, what do they call that? Farmer's Almanac. They say for us it's like May 15th because of the frost. I mean, that's when we put them out. And heck, we're getting ready to head into
September. We are blessed for our tomatoes. Blessed for tomatoes.
Yes.
Yesterday was our anniversary. Oh.
Oh. Yeah, it's our anniversary.
15 years. We went out to eat.
Mm-hmm.
Spent some time doing some stuff. Went shopping. All that stuff we do.
Yeah, did a little shopping.
Yeah. A lot of window shopping.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It was more window shopping. Oh, goodness. There's more window shopping than anything.
Yeah. We only bought one thing, so yeah, it was a lot of window shopping.
Mm-hmm. No, we didn't really buy anything.
We went and looked at furniture, even though we don't need any new furniture.
Yeah. I seen something I like though, but I think I like our couch better than that. I just like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to get rid of our couch.
Yeah.
We could take it upstairs.
What? That heavy thing?
It comes apart.
Where do you think you're going to put it up upstairs?
In your room.
No, we're not. I got my two little chairs there, my little table, my little neat room. If you guys have been on here, you would see my little pink room upstairs.
It wouldn't fit in my room.
I have a pink and gray room upstairs, and it's Tina's. And there's one of those split bees or whatever they're called. So today it's 70 some, I think only like 71 degrees. I got warmer since I looked.
Yeah, it's cool.
But it's supposed to go back into the 80s next week.
Mid-90s. What I've seen.
Yeah.
For a couple of days. And then after that, it's going to go down pretty much every day.
Yeah.
Till we get to the winter.
Cold winter.
Yeah. I don't like winter.
So we have a couple things coming up next week. Is it next week? The 9th is when we go to Kings Island. So it wouldn't be this weekend coming up. It'd be the next weekend. Yeah. And then the week after that, we have a family reunion. We have it in September because of my mom not being able to be out in the heat very long. So we have it in September that way. I don't know. Sometimes it's been cold. Sometimes it's been really hot. So you don't know what you're going to get. But, yeah. And back to Randy. Happened to get his tooth pulled today. I have to take care of him.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. Got to go at about 3 o'clock. Pretty much done everything to this tooth that we can do. It's been going on for about, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. It started out as I had a filling put in it years ago, and I grind my teeth at night, and I broke it. So I went to a dentist over in Galloway, not too far from where we used to live. And he said he could put another filling in it. So he did that. And they said, oh, well, let's, put a cap on it, blah, blah, blah. He did that. So then I got tired of him because he didn't seem like he was doing any good. My jaw was hurting. I mean, he couldn't even tell me why my jaw was hurting. My tooth was hurting. So then I went to another dentist and got a root canal. And then now I'm being told that tooth has an abscess on it. So now it's got to come out. So
about $3,000 later after today's.
More than that. I'm thinking about $5,000
from one tooth.
But it all started.
Pull them all out.
It all started, I guess, from me. I grinded my teeth at night and broke it.
I think I bite my cheek when I sleep.
You bite your cheek?
I like chew on it or something. Because sometimes I wake up and it's
like meatloaf.
No, but I might put too much syrup in my
Did you put syrup in mine?
Why?
It tasted different.
better or
Well, it's different than what you have been giving me.
better.
Yes.
We start instead of creamer, we start putting like a little bit of protein shake in his
Coffee.
coffee.
Yeah. So what else?
Might be
What's
better
going
for
on?
you.
Huh?
Might be better for you.
Yeah. I'd like.
Randy's probably blessed that I make his coffee every single day.
Yeah, I am. Mm-hmm.
So Thanksgiving's coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't call it Easter.
Call it Easter.
Oh, we have Halloween coming up first.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forgot about Halloween.
Yeah, we got Halloween coming up. Got football coming up.
Mm-hmm. We're going to the Super Bowl, Browns.
Mm-hmm. Won the Super Bowl.
And High State's going to be the champs.
National champs.
Mm-hmm.
Now that might be more realistic.
Talk bad about my Browns.
Well,
I've been saying for the last.
Browns traditionally
Mm-hmm.
over the last 30 years hasn't been that great. Ohio State, they're there every year.
We do have a couple of Ohio State players that went to the Browns
Well,
this year.
see how they're still sticking around.
Finally.
There's one more cut down they got to have. That was one thing I always complained about the Browns was they never. All these other teams had Ohio State players and they were going to the Super Bowl and they were Pro Bowl players and stuff. And the Browns didn't have not one Ohio State player on the team. I was like, how come you don't draft Ohio State players? And they would draft this guy from Alabama Tech, or I don't even know if there is Alabama Tech, but I mean, like these small colleges, they would. I mean, like, come on, guys, really? And they might be good players and stuff, but anyway, they drafted a couple of them. They drafted a couple of offensive linemen, and it's turned out those two guys have turned out pretty good. And then they signed a couple guys that didn't get drafted. And one of those guys has had 3 interceptions in the preseason. So they they're moving in the right direction. I think they might have 5 or 6 Ohio State guys on their team now.
Like I said, we're going to the Super Bowl.
Let's see. You gotta have players that are high level players. You can't draft players that are like all conference high school. Pretty much. I mean, they're really good, but they're in some conference at the Ohio Valley Conference. Come on now, you can't Ohio Valley Conference. Oh yeah, the Ohio Valley Conference don't have one team from Ohio in it either.
What?
I don't think they do unless they put somebody in there recently. Ohio Valley Conference is like Tennessee, Kentucky, Missouri,
What?
Illinois. Yeah, like, come on, can't you put one Ohio team in there? But anyway.
Yeah, before winter hits, or even probably fall, we need to power wash this house.
I'd like to watch the RV. Get the RV washed this year. Last year we didn't put the cover on the RV because we didn't want to have to take the cover off because we were taking it to Florida at Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So this year I want to wash it and put the cover on it and get it covered up. So we should probably do that the day it's going to be really hot.
Right, go anywhere else? No.
I don't know unless you.
I went out there after we went camping and I cleaned it real good. I cleaned it, I mopped it. It's all like, it smelled like Lysol when I walked out. So yeah, we can probably do that.
Watch it.
Wash
It's
it, get
because
it
we haven't
covered.
watched it this year.
Just sprayed it off a couple times.
Yeah.
The
Sprayed
dust.
off the front of it, because on the sides of it, you have to get on a ladder.
So in the front of us, our front of our house is silos where they dump, where they
The grain.
bring the grain and stuff, and it gets really dusty around fall. So we might want to get it done and get it covered up before. Well, they're starting now. If you can hear them out there, we can.
I still
You
need to
can on
inspect
here.
the roof of it too.
Yeah.
Make sure it's not got anything going on. I don't know. I don't think we're going to take it out anymore this year. If we do, it wouldn't be far.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Just local. Next year we got to do a few states. 7, I think.
Yeah.
Get the one side all done.
And then after that,
And the year after that, we'll want to start clear over on the west. West, northwest, west.
Yeah.
Down some south, but southwest. I'm getting my directions good, see?
Southwest.
Yeah.
What about northwest?
We already did all north.
No, we didn't.
North.
Northeast.
Oh, yeah, north. I already said northwest.
You said southwest.
No, we can watch it back.
Okay.
Everybody, what did I say? I think
You think?
I said northwest. I said we gotta go west, northwest, southwest.
Okay. You probably did.
I did.
We'll find out.
You always say that.
What?
When I mess up.
You do. You know you do.
I was right this time. I'm pretty
You could
sure.
have been right this time.
99.9%.
Here's the thing. I say I mess up, and I admit it. She'll do it and not even admit it. See, there it is. Freaks.
No.
She does it all the time. Calls people by the wrong name.
That's okay. Everybody does that.
Well,
If you don't do that, comment, because I think everybody does that.
well, when you said Southwest, isn't that calling the Northwest by the wrong name?
Mm-mm. Not at all. Nothing like it. People and states, nothing in common.
Alrighty.
When you got 15 grandkids, you're gonna call
You got 15 grandkids?
the wrong name. Ashton Jackson. You're Malia Lennox.
London New Lex.
Shy Des. What'd you say?
London New Lex.
I don't know why I do that. I used to live near New Lex. Gosh.
New Lexington.
New Lexington years ago, and I still call London sometimes New Lexington.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Oh, I can go down the list.
Okay, well, that's.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's going to turn out to be a nice day.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not many clouds.
It's still early, so it's kind of cool. It's still probably going to warm up until about 80, 82, 83.
I like the 80s. Okay, I like the 70s and 90s, but I love the 80s.
or the low 80s. Every now and then the mid 90s. Not
20s?
every day.
Boo, no.
Not every day.
Mhm. Thank you, James.
Hi, James.
How are you this morning? What are you going to get into today? I was going to say we need to do some yard work today too, but that's not going to happen since.
I'm going to the dentist. We don't need
Dentist.
no yard work today.
Oh, yeah.
Grass don't need cut.
Yes, it does.
Oh, grass is this high.
Yeah.
A lot of people cut their grass to that high. We cut our grass to this high.
Got to cut it, so we'll have to cut it every day.
I'll go get a blade and bring it over here and show them. Look at this, how long our grass is right here.
Let me do it.
Yeah. You don't be go out there and like pick one along the fence.
That's what I was going to do.
I just turned the camera around.
Yeah, that's right. Just do whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Do whatever. Yep. We got to get stuff done around here before the fall hits, or at least winter.
Yeah, we usually stop doing yard work around middle of October. Everything stops growing. We'll come out and pull all the tomatoes up, the vines, or Tina will. Probably cut the grass for the last time. No,
I did the push mowing out front.
that's because you like doing the push mower. Go ahead.
I push mow,
You push mow.
and you use the riding lawnmower.
We have yeah.
I've done this. We've got a big backyard. I've done this whole backyard with the push mower before.
Yeah, we lived at the other house. The yard wasn't quite this big, but I told her I ain't push mowing anymore. I'm getting a riding mower. So I just got me a little riding mower, and she was like, "No, push it." I was like, "Well, you push it. I'm not pushing. I'm gonna get me a riding mower."
I do.
So now she's trying to take my riding mower from me after she didn't want me to have it. She ain't getting my riding mower.
Yeah, getting firewood in the house before winter. Butler family, they're going to be cutting their hay today.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I chopped some firewood. What, 2 weeks ago when we went camping? We had a tree that we cut down in the backyard, so I chopped it up, and that's some hard work if you don't have a log splitter.
We did.
Yeah, me.
You.
Yeah, I bought me one of those hammers. You know, you split logs with at Harbor Freight. That's what I did it with, and yeah, that's
We're
some hard work.
buffering.
We're buffering.
It shows over here we're buffering.
Well, I don't know. I don't know why we're buffering.
It don't show it on this screen, but it shows over here on this screen.
Yeah, it's not over here.
Okay, we're good.
You're fine here.
Hmm.
Yeah, it might be the phone doing
okay.
it. That might be my phone doing it.
Okay, so we're not buffering. What was I say? Oh, I did a little bit of fall cleaning the other day. Well, we had a box of files, and I went through them. I got a whole bunch of them out there could be trashed, so I took them over out here in the backyard where we had some limbs from trees falling and stuff, and I lit a great big fire, didn't I? It was good. I did it. It was blazing.
Blazing.
Yep. So I got all that taken care of. Now I'm getting ready to clean out drawers.
What do you mean by that? Switch it summer and winter?
No, I'm not going to do that yet. I need to do that too. No, just cleaning out stuff. Cleaning out stuff. I'm always cleaning something. I'm gonna clean.
Mhm.
Hello, Pete. So, James, where do you live? What state are you in?
I'll be back.
You'll be back. We're in Ohio, and that's where we'll be the rest of our lives because all of our family and kids and grandkids and everybody's here. Oh, okay. Um, so you're our neighbor. I Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure it was Pennsylvania. Um, when you said the hills of Pennsylvania, yeah, we went through Pennsylvania. I did never dreamed how many those are mountains. I Yeah, we took the RV, and some of that was hard to get around and stuff. I never dreamed it's got more hills than West Virginia. more more hills and mountains. So how have you been, Pete? It's weird because I'm sitting here and I'm watching the screen that we're actually on, but over here it shows like it's way behind. Never. I've heard of that. Yeah. So James lives in Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
in the hills of Pennsylvania. I told him those are mountains.
Yeah. Where we went to, we were down by the Ohio Pile.
He's Endeavor.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Did we?
I don't know.
No.
We were by the Ohio Pile, and we went to the. I don't know what the name of the cave was. We went in the cave,
Oh yeah.
but it wasn't too far from
Give us
Ohio
call.
Pile. I mean, that's probably about 40, 50 miles maybe.
Yeah, but oh man, yeah, those are mountains there.
Yeah, we went to this cave. We went to this cave in Pennsylvania, and the cave was like kind of up in the mountains. And I called them before we went because we had the RV. We had a 30-foot RV.
Was it Penn Cave?
That sounds about right. Yeah, I think so. But we had the 30-foot RV with a dolly and a car on the back of it. And I called them and I said, hey, because I was looking on the map. That's how I brought it up on Google. And I didn't want to get into a situation where I couldn't turn around. And I said, if I bring my RV up there, am I going to be able to turn around? And they told me, yeah. They said, just come on in, come on to the lower parking lot, and you can turn around there. So we did. We went up there, and sure enough, we get up there, and the parking lot has cars in it. So luckily, I got that thing turned around.
Is that when the car got scratched?
No.
No.
that came later on. But yeah, we turned it around, and I had to back up. And with a dolly, you can't back up very well. As a matter of fact, you really shouldn't back up because the car will go one way, the dolly will go another way. So anyway, we backed it up, and the car that was parked, I mean, a guy came out and helped me and watched to make sure I wasn't going to hit anything. And I mean, I think I missed that car by that much. I squeezed through like real slow, and he said, "You got it, you got it, you got it." I made it through, made that turn, and went back and got out.
So in the end, everything worked out good. We went through the cave, and we had a little picnic outside.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was just a parking there, an RV and a car. In a car, you know, if we would have just been in the RV by itself without the car, it would have been great. But we had that car on the back.
I like picnics. I think they're romantic. So, Pete, you're off all this week. Just going to relax, and then you'll be off Monday too, right, for Labor Day? That's what a lot of people do.
One thing I've noticed when we do a live, I think we're on OBS. That's what we're doing our live through.
What's
That
that?
OBS is a program that you put on your computer so you can live stream. But I've noticed that when we put it on the when it comes on the YouTube and you go back to watch it, when you guys go back to watch it, like say um, you're not watching it now and you see it come up later and you want to watch it and you click on it, it'll take you to the end of it for some reason. Then you got to rewind it to the beginning. So, and it'll be like that for about 5 or 6 hours.
Oh,
And
okay.
then after about 5 or 6 hours, it's like it loads it from the beginning, and then you can watch it from the beginning. But until then, you have to rewind it to the beginning to watch it. I don't know why that does it with OBS like that, but it does. I don't know. Maybe there's a setting that I don't know about. I'm not really good at all that junk, but
So Pete goes to work at 7 p.m. on Monday. I tried the second shift. It did not work for me.
I worked second shift.
It really
for
wasn't
years.
second shift. It wasn't the 3 to 11 second shift. It was like the 4 to 1, 4:30 to 1 or something like
Yeah,
that.
I worked
Not for
second
me.
shift for years at Honda,
Yeah.
and starting time was 4:30,
These are everywhere now.
and yeah, I did that for a long time, years. Pretty much hated it. You don't have a life if you do that. You know, if you got a family or you got things you want to get done, you can't do anything.
Well,
It's like,
Pete's ain't too bad if he goes every night at 7 because you got the whole day.
yeah. Well,
You got to sleep though.
yeah, you got to sleep,
You got to sleep
and
sometime.
if you go at 7, that means you might not you gradually. What happened with me? I'd get off at 1:30, and then and sometimes we'd work over to 2:30, and then I had the hour drive home because I lived that far from the plant. And then you might turn on the TV, you watch something, get on the computer. First thing you know, it's 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Now you slept. Now you're gonna have to sleep until time to go to work. So you don't really get anything done. I mean, it's okay at first, but then you start getting into this routine, and then first thing you know, you're staying up later, you know, and
Your wife's saying, "Get up. There's work to be done."
yeah,
No, I didn't.
yeah, no, I didn't really work. I mean, I worked second shift a little bit with you, and I'm talking about the years before that,
Oh,
before we were together, all those years.
yeah, I couldn't do it.
When I was single, I just did whatever, stayed up all night and then slept all day. Had things I needed to get done, usually didn't get done because I slept all day. It's just something that's gradually slipped into.
Yep.
But anyway, not doing that now. I'm retired.
Me too.
But anyway,
We should go back to work for a couple of years, don't you?
nope, not you, not me. Well, I mean, not me. You, if you want, you go ahead. Nah, you don't want to.
Nah. I am full-time nights in a. This thing's in my way. How do I get this thing in my way?
What thing's in your
Oh,
way?
right there.
It's not in your way.
He said, I am full-time nights in a hospital, 12. Oh, okay. I should have known that, 7 to 7. I work 2 shifts on week 5 the next 3-day weekend every other. Not too bad now. Yeah. Yeah, when I was working, I would have loved to have done 12-hour shifts and had an extra day off.
Yeah. I think Honda tried that.
Or even 10-hour shifts and an extra day. Anything that would have gave me an extra day off would have been nice.
Honda tried that. They tried to experiment it because we wanted to do that here in Ohio at the Marysville plants. We wanted to go to 4 10-hour days. And so they did an experiment and they switched the Alabama plant and to 4 10-hour days. Well, as it turned out, and this went on for like a year, that but how it turned out was they they switched to the 4 10-hour days. Well, in an auto plant like that, you got so many companies around, like in Ohio, even down in Alabama, that make stuff for the car. And it might be the carpet. I think it was in North or South Carolina. It might be the trim that goes around the windows, or it could be the shifter, it could be the brake pedal, it could be the gas tank. Well, those are the guys that couldn't keep up. So what would happen was they'd work 10-hour days, Monday through Friday, and then they'd run out of parts. So then they'd be standing around waiting for parts to come in, and then they wouldn't get production by Thursday. So then they'd end up having to work Friday anyway, and that went on for a long time. I think I'm thinking about a year, and finally they said, "No, this experiment isn't working, so we're going to switch back to 5 days a week." I think it was so bad that they were working. They were supposed to be working 4 days a week. They were working 5 and some Saturdays, and then it just didn't work out for them. And what a lot of people don't understand is a factory like that, like Honda, like in Marysville or even Alabama or Canada, but mainly here in the United States, here in Marysville, there's the two plants in Marysville, and then the one in Alabama. That all those parts are coming from the United States. Those cars are like 90 some percent, 95 or 97% built in the United States. The only thing that comes from out of the United States is the small electronic stuff. But everything else,
they're getting ready to make that here, aren't they? They're trying to get places here to.
They're going to be building some chips, and they're building a huge billion dollar plant outside Columbus, New Albany.
Yeah, James, honeydew list. I make a lot of honeydew lists, but sometimes I'm the honey too. Because when I make a list, it's both things, just stuff we need to get done around the house. But yeah, I have one sitting in there now that's got like 12 things on it.
How many of them for you to do, and how many of them for me to do?
Most of it's probably stuff we're doing together.
Well, you need to cut my list down. Cut it down half.
I'm gonna cut you in half. Exactly, James. I have one of those lists here somewhere, and yes, I am procrastinating on the tube. Yeah, he's a procrastinator. Not me. I'm OCD. That might be worse. Do you know when the Honda Fit? Do you know where the Honda Fit was made?
Oh, I don't think it's built here. That one isn't built in the United States. I don't think. I think it was built in Japan. the Accord, the Civic, the Ridgeline, the Pilot. Oh, the Odyssey, the CRV,
Oh, those are right here.
MDX.
Did you say my Accord?
Yeah, the Accord. That's mainly what I worked on. Those are all United States. Some of those may be outside the United States, but the ones that are sold, the Accords that was been built. Now I've been retired for 4 years. I don't really know what they're doing now, but uh, the Accord was like the ones that were sold in the United States was built in the United States. They had a plant in Mexico that pretty much built Mexico's.
So James says he thinks the Fit was made in Japan,
Yeah,
which is probably that's
Yeah.
probably correct.
that sounds about right. Yeah, I can't remember any plant like we built when I worked at East Liberty, the East Liberty plant. So you're talking 2005 and 6. We built the Civic and the CRV,
Dang.
and then we built. Then I went to then I went to the Marysville plant, and it was the Accord, the Acura TL, and what else?
I don't know, but did you guys hear that train in the background? Yeah, it's squeaky.
Squeaky.
If you hear all that noise, that's across the street. Pete has a 2009 Fit. Fantastic. That little rust to be fixed. But that's great. Next one on gas. Oh yeah, I bet.
I've had a few Hondas, and man, you can just put the miles on them.
We've had a lot of Hondas.
Yeah. I mean, she had a brand new Ford Fusion, and that thing was making noise. I mean, it didn't even have 80,000 miles on the front end. It was making noises. And when we got rid of it,
That's a nice car.
yeah, it's a nice car, but it was falling apart at about 140,000 miles. And we've had a couple of Hondas that was like at 160 or 260,000 miles, and they ran good, ran real good. That Civic I had put a timing belt on it, and it died at 269,000 miles on it. It ran like a brand new one when it died. What happened was when I went and had the timing belt changed on it, the guy that changed it cross-threaded the timing belt tensioner, and that bolt came back out, and it ruined the engine. But when that thing died, it ran. I mean, 260,000 miles. It ran like, I mean, it ran good.
So Pete, how many miles is on your Fit? Yeah, I've seen it. We're gonna have our Accord until it's on its last tire.
Mm-hmm. We got rid of an Accord that I kind of like wish we wouldn't have got rid of it now.
But we're paying insurance for all these cars,
So
and
it
some
was
of
like
us just sitting.
it was a 2000. It was what 2011, 12,
2010.
10. No, it wasn't a 10. It was at least 11.
8, 9, 10, 11.
But that thing, I mean, no rust on it, no rust. Interior was perfect. Um, it ran like a brand new one. It had 106,000 miles on it.
It also had Ohio State seat covers in it, and a boy was buying it. He was a senior in high school, and he was going to college next year. And that's the first thing he asked. He said, "Does the seat covers come with it?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He was all happy. He was all about the seat covers. On Oh, they do millimeters.
Kilometers. Kilometers.
Kilometers there. But, oh,
About 140,000.
yeah, 140,000 miles. Yep.
Yeah, you should be able to get. I mean, you just got to do the regular maintenance on it,
Hmm.
and I'm telling you, they'll last forever.
Yep.
I mean, they might rust out, but that's no different than any of the other cars. They'll rust out too, especially like if we're in Ohio, so we get a lot of road salt, and so that'll eat a car up. We got a Honda Ridgeline, a Ridgeline that I bought used, and it came from the Akron, Ohio area, and that's up like close to the snow belt, so they get a lot of snow up there, and the undercarriage of it, the under part of it is just rusted out so bad, but it it runs like a new one, and it's got 220 some thousand miles on it.
What's our Accord? What year is it? 2018?
Yeah,
Yeah,
2000.
2018. We let it sit for a couple years just to not put miles on it.
Because
We
we had
only got like 60,000.
yeah, because what we did was we had the other Accord, the blue Accord.
To take.
Yeah, and
from work.
we drove it a lot, so we didn't have any miles for 2 years. We only had less than probably 10,000 miles on it, because we drove the blue one all the time. And in the wintertime, we drove the Ridgeline.
Because it had heated seats. Those are nice.
It still goes down the road pretty good. I mean, I like driving it.
I have a problem getting in and out of it. I always hit my knee. Yeah, lots of salt.
Yeah,
Tons of salt.
Michigan,
Yeah.
yes. Yep. Once you guys get up there,
Oh, yeah.
once you get up around the
My
lakes,
accordion broke.
yeah, you get up around the Great Lakes and stuff. Yeah, they get a lot of snow. They get a lot of snow, a lot of roads. That stuff gets through up underneath that car, and it's a gradual thing.
He said the largest salt mine in the world is about an hour north of him.
And where's that at? Where's he at?
Uh, I'm thinking is he north? I think, or yeah, north. I think. I have Century Farm. How are you guys today? So yeah, just be grateful for everything you have, because a lot of people don't have what other people have. And I'm not talking material things. I'm talking health, good kids, great grandbabies. Blessed to have this house done too. We bought this house in 2016. It was just a shell, and we have put it all together and made it a home.
There's a few things I want to do to it, but it's just a matter of.
Oh, that's right.
What?
I knew where Pete was from.
Where?
Canada.
Yeah. There's a big salt mine up on Lake Erie too, not too far from Cleveland. But I don't know. It's like if you go up on the lake. I remember going up there and driving from Cleveland to like Sandusky, and it was a great big salt mine that was right on the lake, right off the lake. It's right on the shore of the lake, and it had a Morton salt sign on the side of it, like the little girl with the umbrella.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a Morton salt mine. I don't know what kind of salt came out of there. I don't know if like the cooking salt. I don't know if it was road salt. I don't know what it was, but I remember seeing that. I don't know if it's still there. I'd say it probably still is.
So, Pete, are you affected by any of the fires they were having in Canada?
Forest fires.
We used to go to Rice Lake in Canada when my kids were little. Going over the border then was a lot easier than now. You could just, they would stop you, but of course you didn't need passports and all that stuff. Yep. I'm still wrapped up in my blanket.
I think it's warmed up.
It is, but still, my blanket feels so good.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to go get to the dentist. I don't want to do that.
Well, I don't envy you.
Mm, yeah, getting a root canal pulled. That just don't even sound right.
I know. Root canal is supposed to be all done and nice.
Yeah. Hopefully they
Yep.
do a good job. Get it over with, done.
I'll have to baby him for probably 2 or 3 days.
A month.
A month? Yeah, that's probably more like it. He's probably not lying.
I baby you. What are you talking about?
You have jury duty coming up too.
When's that?
The 11th
11th of September.
Yep.
11th or 9th?
The 11th. The 9th is when we go to Kings Island.
Oh yeah. Okay. What do I keep getting jury duty? In
I don't
6
know.
years.
We
In 6 years in Clark County, I've gotten jury duty 3 times.
too. And
And before we moved here, I got it in Franklin County one time. So in the last 10 years,
yeah, but think of all the
I've got
years.
it 4 times.
Think of all the years you lived in Franklin County, and you got it one time. That's how many times I had it in
I don't
Franklin
ever
County.
want it.
And then we got to Clark County, and we must be the only people that vote.
Evidently.
Yeah, we were getting smoke from fires in Quebec.
Any glasses?
A few, yeah, maybe. Oh, a few weeks ago, but the recently are out west and quite far north. Okay, yeah, I don't think we're getting as much
No.
of the smoke.
We were getting it
left
here.
over now.
I mean, the only way you could really see it is like if we were driving toward Columbus, and normally you could see the downtown buildings pretty clear. And when you come up on it, on the freeway, you might be 5-6 miles away, 10 miles away. The buildings in downtown Columbus looked hazy. They were like almost like a shadow, through the smoke. But yeah.
And then today, stuff's supposed to hit in Florida.
The hurricane, yeah.
Hurricane in Florida.
But as far as smelling it, I couldn't really smell the forest fires. Now I can remember as a kid, they had a forest fire in Kentucky, it was in the Daniel Boone Forest, I believe. And so I'm talking 70s, maybe 80s. It was the 70s, I think. And you could actually see the smoke. You could go outside and see the smoke. And that was a good 250 miles away. But you could see the smoke. You could smell the smoke. But yeah, I can remember that one. We usually don't get too many forest fires here in Ohio. Not that I can remember.
I can't get that heart off of here, and I can't read all the comments all the way.
You didn't put that heart on there. They put that heart on there, and what you see is what they put on there.
No, up here, but not down here.
Now, let me see. Let me see.
See?
Did you take it off?
Right here I'm talking about. Down here, when you push this thing right here, a heart comes up and blocks some of the comments.
Well,
I'll put that there.
I don't know.
Accordion broke. Just mention that you believe in the right of jury nullification in your questionnaire, and a prosecutor will never send you another one again. Yep.
What the heck was that?
Oh, wow. I don't know.
That was a bug about that big. It kind of looked like a locust.
Ew.
But we've already had locusts. Well, I think there's different locusts, so we've already had them, but it's obvious. I think we hear some.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's what that was. Where'd he
Ugh.
come from? Was he right here on the umbrella?
I think he was up, yeah, on there, up at the top on that. Oh, yeah, cicada. Yeah. Man, yeah, it was big and loud. I don't know if you guys heard it. We did right here.
It was right here, about 4 feet from us.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we should get off here. Everybody that joined us, thank you for joining us today. And just remember to be blessed for what you have, on your good health. Like I said, we still have each one of us still have our parents. They're in their 80s. Hope to have them another 20 years. Yep. So yeah, just be blessed for everything. Good health, love, and all that good stuff. But have a great day, everyone, and hope to see you next next Tuesday. And I'm going to really try and get a Throwback Thursday on again this week. But if you didn't watch last week's, go on last week on Tea with Tina and see my last Throwback Thursday. It was pretty good. Anyways, everybody have a great day. Bye now.
Bye.